Welcome to Disaster PrepWise. Congratulations on starting to be prepared for a disaster. Everyone needs to be prepared for disaster. It is especially important for older adults, whether they live alone, with their families, or in an apartment complex or assisted living setting. Disaster PrepWise was developed to address the special considerations of older adults. So why be prepared? The answer is simple. Being prepared will help you stay independent and healthy, and planning ahead will reduce the effects of the disaster. Many people who have experienced a disaster tell us it made them feel helpless and afraid. Being prepared will help you know what to do so you won't be helpless. You will also be less likely to be hurt in and after the disaster. You will be better able to have and get what you need during and after a disaster to stay healthy, like medicine, food, and services. Plus, being prepared can decrease your emotional stress and trauma. Why don't people prepare? Well, that's a good question, especially when you realize how important it is. There are 3 common myths that we've heard from people. Somebody will take care of us, it won't happen to me, and it's too hard. Unfortunately, many people believe somebody will take care of us. Their family and friends, their in-home service providers, or their community emergency services. Experience has shown us this is not a good plan. Disasters can happen at any time, so a disaster can happen while you are not with your family. You or your family could be somewhere other than home, like at work, the store, or even on vacation. It's also possible that your family would be unable to help you because they've been injured or not able to get to you.
You know, some people, like me, want to know what's coming, want to be prepared, and other people don't want to deal, you know. Or they'll think, well, that's, my kids will take care of me.
In the same way, your in-home services, like Meals on Wheels, visiting nurses, home health aides, your case manager, or oxygen supplier, could be affected by the disaster and unable to help you. Also remember that these service providers have many clients and their own families to assist during a disaster.
At least as providers, we worry about people who are on oxygen, are stuck in their homes, can't get out. You can't get to them. Do they have enough food and medicines? Are the big things for that kind of preparedness.
Most of us are used to calling 911 and getting immediate help. The ambulance, fire truck, police car show up within minutes. But before, during, and after disaster, that immediate personal help from emergency services will probably not be there. They will be responsible for taking care of the whole community.
Yeah, and you know, let's say a tornado hit the building. There's 57 apartments in this building. If there were a lot of people under brick or stuff, and you know, it hit the whole neighborhood, do we really have enough first responders and EMTs?
Right.
On the average, there is only 1 emergency staff person for every 1,000 people in the community. That would be the firemen, police, first responders, and paramedics. So don't assume emergency services will always be able to take care of you personally. Another reason some people don't prepare is that they believe it won't happen to us. This type of thinking makes it easy to hide from the facts or possibilities and not prepare. Many of us have already experienced a disaster in our lifetimes. I assume many of you, your families or friends, have experienced a disaster, such as a tornado, flood, wildfire, or extreme cold. And as you have seen on the news across the country, and in many recent reports, the number of natural disasters is steadily increasing every year. So in fact, it can happen to any of us.
He was wading through the water and got something and ended up, I mean, literally almost died in the ICU, you know, that kind of thing, just trying to salvage his stuff, you know.
I think in today's world, we're all aware that we're very vulnerable to, you know, at a moment's notice to a lot of disaster times.
And finally, older adults often say that preparing for a disaster seems too hard or is overwhelming.
So I think some people could get really, they know that they should have medicine on hand. They know that they should have these things, but actually doing it, and sometimes physically being able to do it, having enough energy, that is sometimes a little overwhelming, I think.
Yeah.
You may have seen the national message telling us to be ready to take care of ourselves for at least 3 days. Be informed, make a plan, build a kit. So what does that mean exactly? How do you do that? I can see why it might seem hard or overwhelming. Disaster PrepWise was created to help you be ready. Listen to what a few older adults who have already used Disaster PrepWise say about it.
Yeah, I think that'll help me with immediate threat preparation. It'll help me be more comfortable. With I am prepared.
That way, if you get more people involved, you got more heads, you got better memory. Because I'd forget stuff.
Disaster PrepWise is going to walk you and your family through 5 simple and clear steps. The tabs across your lower screen will take you to the 5 steps. Complete a personal and household assessment, develop a personal emergency network, develop emergency information and gather important documents, keep a 3 to 5 day supply of medicines and medical supplies on hand, and make an emergency supply kit. The Special Considerations tab on the right side of the tab bar will provide you with information about disaster preparation information for persons with Alzheimer's and dementia, your car and travel, emotional well-being, your home, pets and service animals, and work in other public settings. The Additional Resources tab will take you to information about different types of disasters, as well as other resources to use, like the printable documents and links to important and helpful websites. After this video, we'd like you to go to the Additional Resources section and take the time to learn about each of the possible disasters where you live. There are many types of disasters. Do you know which ones you're at risk for and what to do? For each type of disaster, there will be useful information about your potential risk, how you will be alerted or warned, and what you should do before, during, and after a disaster. As you look through this section and start to plan for disasters, actually any disaster, you want to think about yourself and anyone else you live with. How will you be alerted and warned? How will you move to a safe place in your home? How will you stay safe and shelter at home? How will you evacuate or leave home and get transportation to another location? Where else can you stay or shelter for a short or long period of time if you have to leave your home? When and how will you return home to recover afterwards? There will be space for you to write action steps and what you might need to do as you go through the disaster types. While some disaster planning is specific, like smoke detectors in your home to alert you, a lot of your disaster plan will be the same across all disaster types. This is called an all hazards approach. For example, you are alerted about most disasters from TV or radio. Your personal emergency network will help you no matter the disaster type. Planning on where you will stay if you can't stay at home will be the same across the disaster types. This is the end of the introduction video. Remember, not everything needs to be done at once. You can return to steps and complete them at a later time. Disaster PrepWise will store your information along the way. The instructions will tell you how to save and get copies of your forms and other materials. The main thing to remember is that you can do it. Now, you should go to the Additional Resources tab and learn more about the disasters in your area.